Just got the car secured, had to park it. They got a little bit of action going on with the boat ramp. So we're just going to we had to wait for them to get kind of clear, and they were, I don't know what he was walking on his trailer, but anyway, I got some dirt bikes behind us. The kids are riding dirt bikes, having a good time. They were going actually down the canal bank where we're getting ready to walk. But come on, guys, come on. You're good. I was just telling them how much fun you were having. That was incredibly polite. The boys, they were going to turn the bikes off because I was talking on the phone. That's incredibly polite. It's an amazing how polite the children are here. We're going to some heavy brush now, fellas. Yeah. You guys see this, right? You guys see this, right? I hope you brought mosquito repellent. They are everywhere over there by the tree. They're almost eating me alive back there. Can you imagine being in here without not knowing where you are? I believe the Devil's Tree is directly in front of me, guys. Look. I believe that's it right there. All right, hunters, Devil's Tree. The first time I've been here, I thought you guys might want to come with me and try to find it. This is pretty much a scouting mission. It's up here in Port St. Lucie, about an hour from my home. Now, this tree is connected to the serial killer. I believe his name was Gerard John Schaefer. I think I'm getting that right. If not, I'll correct it. But it's up here in Port St. Lucie, and this tree supposedly was connected with his crimes in one fashion or the other. There's a little bit of conflicting information, but supposedly this tree was connected to the crimes. I'm not going to go into the details, but I've never been here. I'm going to do a scouting mission so I can see the logistics of how to get my equipment in here and what kind of lighting I have and how far back it is and all that. So we're going to go back there together and try to find it. So again, we're in Port St. Lucie. I'll give you a shot of the location where we're at, and then we're going to go back to the facility comfort station, and we're going to get walking because I understand we have to go back in the trail a ways. All right, hunters, let me get the vehicle set up and secure, and then we'll go back and see if we can find the tree together. All right, let's go. All right, Hunter, so I've secured the vehicle. You can see the parking lot behind me. We've got some boaters and some fishermen here. The park's pretty busy. They got a little playground over there. So the trail that we're gonna walk is right in front of me. We're gonna take that trail down. Now, I looked at the directions to see if I could figure out an easy way to get there. Now, don't know why this is, and I've gone through all the settings on my iPhone. So I'm hoping that the iPhone is just adjusting to the brightness outside, but the screen is so dark I can barely see it. So I've looked at the settings, auto brightness, all that sort of thing, and I can't figure out why it's so bloody dark. But it is, and there's nothing I can do about it because I've been tinkering with it for the last 20 minutes. So we're just gonna hope for the best. And I'm going to flip the camera around and we're gonna take a walk and we're gonna head down the canal and see if we can find this tree. So we can see how easy it might be to set up for an investigation. All right, let's go. All right, like I said, guys, my screen, it's pretty dark. I don't know why. It's very irritating. That's why I typically don't use my phone in the daytime or anytime. Man, this is pretty, this is beautiful out here. That's one big canal. Now, again, these are trails way back here. We're not going back there, but there's trails that go way back in there. We're going this way. The directions say keep the woods to your left, canal to your right. And we're just gonna take our time because I really don't know where I'm going. And believe it or not, guys, it's still probably 85, 86 degrees today. And today is what? Today is the 27th of October, and it is still 86, 87 out here today. And it's blazing. There's a trail. So this is definitely not a stream, but it is a trail. So this may be it. And we're going into brush. We're going to some heavy brush now, fellas. Yeah. You guys see this, right? You guys see this, right? All right, so we're headed back. Now you could see how just, can you imagine being in here? Can you imagine being in here without not knowing where you are? I believe the Devil's Tree is directly in front of me, guys. Look, I believe that's it right there. I certainly believe that's it. I certainly do. So this, if this is it, then that was very, very close. I certainly believe this is it. Oops. Yep, that's it. This is it. And there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. I'm gonna back up so you guys can see. This is the picture I put on my. But yeah, this is I don't know what time they close, but you can see this thing is enormous. Okay, so I'm not gonna stay in here long, guys, but this is it. You can see. I'm gonna go all the way around it so you guys can see. Well, most of the way. I'm not gonna go in the bushes, but you can see this is an enormous oak tree. Now, there's a legend that if you talk ill of it, take a piece of bark off of it, or damage it in any way, legend has it that there's a curse attached to it, which I have no intentions of doing any of that. But this is definitely the pictures that I put on my website that people have taken of it. Now the knot, they say it looks like a goat with horns. I don't see that. Again, that was the picture that we put online. And again, I was like, I'm not quite sure about all that. But you can tell, this is definitely the tree. Maybe this is the knot right here. Maybe this is it. That doesn't look like it either. But this is definitely the tree. That was online, definitely. This is it. Now I will say, it smells like urine in here. I don't know if people have been coming in here and using the restroom in here, but I do detect a faint smell of urine. Now over here, it's like I was telling you guys, There is, and the mosquitoes are really bad in here, so I'm not going to stay in here long, but there's an old structure in here. And nobody can tell me what this used to be. I've looked online, they say it could have been an old comfort station, maybe a ranger's house, it could have been, but you can see it's got CBS brick. And again, there's etchings in the stairs when they built it, and then there's also some chalk marks. I don't know if those are symbols. Now they tell me that people come out here and they do rituals out here, and there's these paths go on for a long ways, but this was a pretty big building. This structure goes way back there, so this was there's a little squirrel back there, but there's some iron framing. Looks like maybe from a bed or a bunk of some sort. So maybe this was used to house the rangers. I don't know. But yes, this is definitely all depending on the access to get in here at night. When if they shut the gates, we're gonna have to come in here at night and do an investigation. But I'm telling you right now, there is tons and tons of mosquitoes out here just eating me alive. So if I come back out here, I have to use some propellant. Now there's a trail that goes this way and a trail that goes that way. And you can come in from either way. Well, it depends on how much walking you want to do, but I don't want to do that much walking. But there it is, the Devil's Tree. Now again, I'm just gonna go over the legend one more time. Well, not legend, but this is the story behind the tree, because Gerard John Schaefer was a serial killer, and he used trees of this size to bind his victims. And either this tree or one similar to it out here, you guys can see there are plenty of brush and trees out here everywhere. You can see all around me. So this here, either this tree or one similar to it was used to bind his victims, or this was not the tree, there was another tree, and they used, man, there's mosquitoes on my iPhone. That's how many mosquitoes are out here. Or the victims were buried out here after he committed the crimes somewhere in this area. So it's either or. A lot of people are not positive that the Devil's Tree was the exact spot where he committed the crimes. They think it was more or less that he buried the victims out here near it. And that's what is causing the haunting out here. Again, I can't stay out here. There's too many mosquitoes. I had no idea it would be this many mosquitoes out here this time of year, but I will prepare for it when I come back for the investigation. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna give you guys one more look around the trunk. And it's enormous. It is humongous. Yes, it's enormous. All right, guys, I've had enough. We are gonna hit the trail. We're gonna get out of here. But there it is, right there. There it is right there. Yeah, that's a big, big fella. All right. You see how big it is? That is enormous. Very big tree. All right. All right, guys, so we're gonna make our way out of here. I have to get out of here. I never dreamed, I've been back in these sort of trails before. We were in one over at the park in Jupiter, and I never encountered this kind of mosquitoes over here. They are ravenous. I hope you brought mosquito repellent.
Oh, see, I was
They are everywhere over there by the tree.
I'm not going.
They are eating. They
I'm not
almost eat me alive back there. Matter of fact, they're probably following me. Yes, sir. I understand that. You know the story of it, right?
Yeah.
You guys live here?
Yeah.
You guys have any stories about it you want to share with me for YouTube?
Not
Can
that
I-
I remember.
No? What about your schoolmates? They still talk about it now, or is it old news?
No, it's old.
Yeah. Never dreamed there'd be this many mosquitoes out here in October.
Yeah.
It's insane. Well, thank you. Be safe.
Thanks, sir.
All right, so you saw the locals came by, and they were well aware of the tree and the legend. The mosquitoes were so bad, I told them, you saw, they came out of the trail there behind me. But that's the Devil's Tree. That's pretty much the history attached to it. And again, I go to these places just so everyone knows I do prayer, spiritual protection, because I don't take anything for granted. All right, Hunter, so that was the Devil's Tree. We hiked back there, and as I was coming out, I met a young family, and I think they were locals. The young lady told me that they're familiar with the tree and the history and that's attached to it, and she wasn't real fond of going back there. She didn't really want to go back there. And like I said, the mosquitoes were dreadful. So if we're going to do an investigation back there, we're going to have to really work at getting some bug repellent, some citronella candles, maybe some sort of portable fan, keep a breeze, keep the bugs, because unless you've lived in Florida and you've visited one of these low-lying scrub areas, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about when I say mosquitoes. They're voracious. They literally cover your arms, they get in your face, and it's just dreadful. So we're gonna have to work at getting what we need to do that investigation. But if you guys are satisfied just seeing the tree and me visiting it, then let me know. Just give me some comments. Let me know what you feel about it. But if you do want to see investigation, honestly, I would be interested in doing it, but it's going to take a little bit of logistics to get out here, planning and the drive and getting someone to help me. But I would kind of like to do investigation out here. But if you guys aren't interested in it, then just let me know, and I'll just scratch the whole idea. But if you want to see it, give me some love on the video, share it with your friends, give me some likes, and drop some comments and let me know what you think. All right, hunters, I'm gonna get in my vehicle. Believe it or not, it's blazing hot out here. It's just after maybe around 1:30, and it is still blazing hot out here, probably about 87 degrees. Low humidity, but it's still hot. So I'm gonna get in the car, get some AC, and I hope you guys enjoyed our tour and our little walk to the Devil's Tree. So again, if you want to see the investigation, drop me some love, share the video, some likes, some comments, and I will see you on the next one.